Here we go, looking for that turn 4. We got it. Green flag out. Ashcraft in that number 56 out in front. Kenneth Reed running in second. Tommy Davis Jr. the 25C, that black 25C, running in third. With the 4R of Kevin Rowland running in fourth. Rolling down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Giving Tommy Davis Jr. a run for his money down the back straightaway into 3. Kenneth Reed directly in front of the 4R of Kevin Rowland and the 25C of Tommy Davis Jr. Tommy Davis Jr. using the outside of the track. He opens the door. Kevin, oh! Right rear made contact with that number 36. Looks like everything's pretty cool on that 4R. He dives back down to the bottom. Picks up the 3rd spot. As Stephen Ashcraft continues to lead here in heat race number 1. Tommy Davis Jr. running in second. Kevin Rowland third. Kenneth Reed and that number 36, your pole sitter, in fourth. And he's got some more company in the 19 of Jeff McGibney. And the 87 of Robert McCutcheon. Ashcraft down the back straightaway. Into 3. He'll be looking at the white flag this time by. Off turn number 4 down the front straightaway, your winner, the 56, Stephen Ashcraft. Second spot going to the 25C of Tommy Davis Jr. Third, the 4R of Kevin Rowland. Fourth, the 36 of Kenneth Reed. And it was side by side for 5th. I'd probably give it to the 87M of Robert McCutcheon. But I'm unofficial. I don't give anything to anybody. If I give it to them, they can take it back.
Start. If he's not waving it, he's just holding it. He ain't happy, and it ain't happening. Green flag is waving. It's time to go race. Through turns 1 and 2, clean for the whole field. Out front, the 15 of Josh Graham. Eric Luttrell in that 11 car has been fast all year long. As it stands right now, it's Graham, Luttrell, Beatty, Buckmeyer, Williams, Redline, and Jones battling it out up there. Oh, all right. Oh, we still got a battle up front. Eric Luttrell is not letting the 15 of Josh Graham get away from him. Oh, and looks like it's the 47 of Blake Haslip spinning out in turn 2. He's clear of the racetrack, but the yellows come out. Well, we went green. Out front is the 15 of Josh Graham. Then you got the 11 of Eric Luttrell. It's a battle between the 44 BJ of Brent Jones and the 4 of Wally Beatty. Then you got the 327 of Jack's Redline. Then the 7W of Chad Williams and the 69X of Kane Buckmeyer. Brent Jones trying to get underneath the 4 car of Wally Beatty. Wally goes high. Brent Jones comes in, drives it deep into the turn. Wally trying to take it hard, see if he can get it. White flag coming out one more time. The 327 of Redline and the 69X of Kane Buckmeyer battling it out back in the back, going into turn 3. Out front, looking for that checkered flag. It's going to be the 15 of Josh Graham. Then it'll be the 11 of Eric Luttrell, the 44 BJ of Brent Jones, and the 4 of Wally Beatty. As your top 4, then it went into Chad Williams, Kane Buckmeyer, and Jack's Red Line in that order.
Whatever it is, it's on the pole position, and it's got a green flag out. The K13 of Shane King. He took the green, and he took it to the infield. So something not working on his car. We'll see if we can't get that fixed for the feature coming up a little bit later on tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Mark Ross was leading it down to the inside. The 2M of Dylan Ramey now at the point as they work through turn number 1. Josh Landers and that number 14 who won out here at Devil's Bowl Speedway runs in second spot. He said, hey, we're chasing these USRA points in the factory stock, as the 84 car, 184 of Stephen Neighbors, to the outside, as Dylan Ramey in the 2M leads them coming off turn number 4 down the front straightaway, 6 times around the Devil's Bowl Speedway. Dylan Ramey, if he had a rear view mirror, he would see that number 14 and the number 84 and the number 62 right there on his back bumper. So far, running a great line around the Devil's Bowl. Keeps it pinned down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Josh Landers right there in second. Stephen Neighbors in that number 84 trying to make the outside groove come in as he pulls alongside for second spot as they work into turn 1. Landers continues to hang on to that spot. Neighbors falls to third. Dustin Choate in fourth. As Dylan Ramey. He'll see the white flag this time by. Pushes just a hair coming off turn number 4. And the 14X of Landers right there. Dylan Ramey continues to lead, looking at the checkered flag, this time by the 84. Stephen Neighbors taking a look to the outside. Landers down there on the bottom side by side for second spot. Checker flag out. Ho! Your winner, the 2M of Dylan Ramey. Second spot going to the 84. The 184, I should say, of Stephen Neighbors. And third going to the 14X of Josh Landers. That's where they finish up. Heat race number 1 for your Baxter Motorsports factory stocks.
We'll see if they can start together. There we go. Green's waving. For the second heat in the Baxter Motorsports USRA factory stock division. All right, coming out of turn 4, it's Kevin Ramey out front in the 74 of Kevin Haslip and the 71M of Tommy McKinley. Tommy making a move underneath Haslip. Haslip was pulling the left front tire off the ground last week. Tommy McKinley goes ahead and takes over that second position. Haslip in third, Eddie Smith in fourth. The 17T of Dustin Thomas bringing up the rear. Kevin Ramey out front. Ramey, McKinley, Haslip, Smith, and Thomas in that order. Kevin Ramey got him a new body on that car. I guess it's just a new body. It could be a whole new car. I don't know. But it looks new. Pete says the dashboard looks good. I'm glad he can actually see it because I can't. I see some pretty lights, and that's about the extent of it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a pretty green light in there right now. White flag out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bright dash, all right. All right, for the final lap in the Baxter Motorsports USRA factory stock second heat. Out of turn 4 be Kevin Ramey in the 1K. Second going to the 71M, Tommy McKinley. Third to the 74 of Kevin Haslip. And fourth to the 2 of Eddie Smith. Dustin Thomas in the 17T bringing up the rear.
Green flag. Nose to tail, top 4 coming off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. B.A. Jensen out in front, Scott Carlisle right there in second. Jeff Jones trying to take a peek to the inside. May have touched his back bumper just a hair. But Tommy Davis Jr. and that number 87 taking a look to the outside up to third as they go into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway. The race for third. Tommy Davis Jr. on the outside. Jeff Jones on the inside now. Jeff Jones got into the back of the 7C of Scott Carlisle. He darts to the outside. As Carlisle sets his sights on the leader, the 123 of B.A. Jensen. Top 5 nose to tail here in the third and final heat race for the Baxter Motorsports factory stocks. But it kind of looks like the way we started it, with B.A. Jensen on that pole position out in front taking the white flag. The 7C of Scott Carlisle running in second. Jeff Jones started on the outside of the second row. He runs in third. Joseph Miramontes and then 00 runs fourth. And the 87 J of Tommy Davis Jr. rounds out the top 5 here in the third and final heat race for the Baxter Motorsports factory stock. Checker flag in the air. Your winner, the 123 of B.A. Jensen. Scott Carlisle in the 7C finishes in second. The 6M of Jeff Jones comes in third. Fourth, the 00 of Joseph Miramontes, and rounding out the top 5, the 87J of Tommy Davis Jr.
I give Tracy a hard time. He helps us. And if you see that 52 car go, it's because he set it up. It's green light and it's go. We're waving flag. It's time to go racing. All right. Tracy holding on. Johnny Ship getting a little bit high on the outside up there. That puts the 1 car of Joe Heinsohn in second, the 52 of Joseph Casper in third. Then you got the 25D of Donnie Ship. Donnie got a bad push. All right, Tracy Adams getting a little high. That leaves it open for the 1 car of Mark Joe Heinsohn. Then 52 of Joseph Casper moving in underneath, trying to take over that second position. 52 holding, he getting a little push. Johnny Philpott sneaks in there to take over that number 2 position. Then you got Joseph Casper in the 52 in third. The 477 of Tracy Adams in fourth. You got the 25D of Donnie Ship in fourth, excuse me. Well, looks like Tracy Adams having some problems. He's gonna pull it off. Philpott's looking to try and get underneath that 1 car. Philpott says, I'm back and ready to go. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, it's the 1 car of Joe Heinsohn, 12 car of Philpott holding low. Getting right on the rear bumper of the 1 of Joe Heinsohn. Then you got the 52 of Joseph Casper still hanging on in third position. .477 with Tracy Adams pulling off the speedway. Donnie Ship getting way high again. Looks like Joe Heinsohn's hanging on to that number 1 spot. Philpott's wanting by. Hadn't made it yet. Looked like a little bit of hard work going in there. The left rear corner of the 1 car bent up a little bit. And the right door panel on the 52 car bent up a little bit. So it's been a little bit of a beating and a banging. Philpott trying to get underneath him. Johansson hanging on. They kind of leaving the 52 car and the 25D and the 21 of Brooks all behind. White flag coming out one more time for Philpott. Don't look like he's going to make it. Car got real wide there, close to the wall. Joseph Casper trying to hang on to that 3rd position. Down the back straightaway, going into turn 3. Sweeping through turn 4, down the front straightaway. Your winner is going to be the 1 car of Mark Johansson. 2nd going to the 12 of Johnny Philpott. 3rd to the 52 of Joseph Casper. And 4th to the 25D of Donnie Ship. Gary Brooks bringing up the rear there. That was a quick little race. Whew. I just go look at the board and they tell me where to get the car.
That's right. There you go. Well, you'll be back there in a couple of weeks. Side by side down the front straightaway. Clyde Dunn Jr. with the advantage as they get to turn number 1. Max Eddy in the number 82 falls into 2nd. Third spot going to the number 15 at Kyle Cave. 4th to 72, that's Chris Tarrant. And Greg Teskey in that 82 rounds out the top 5. He's fighting some problems in that number 82 as he goes to the top side of the racetrack. The 82X of Greg Teskey. No problems for the 88 Triple X of Clyde Dunn Jr. Running a great line around the Devil's Bowl Speedway. Max Eddy Thomas right there in 2nd. A little bit of smoke. And it might be off that right front. Take a look at it, Joe, next time it comes by. As Clyde Dunn Jr. goes past the flag stand. Clyde Dunn Jr. checked out on this one. The race for 2nd spot between the 82 of Max Eddy Thomas and the number 15 of Kyle Cave with 2 laps to go here in heat race number 2. White flag in the air, white flag in the air for the 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. Looks like a new paint scheme on that 88 this week. Off turn number 4 down the front straightaway, your winner, Clyde Dunn Jr. in the number 88. 2nd spot going to the 82 of Max Eddy Thomas. 3rd, the number 15 of Kyle Cave. 4th, the 72 of Chris Tarrant. And the 82X is going to be Greg Teskey. That's the way they wind up.
And Casey Carter. And it's a green. It's a good start. Carter holding up on top, and here comes Kaluka down on the bottom in the 15 car. Kaluka drives hard into the turn. No fear right there, Bo. Kevin Ramey trying to get underneath the 33C of Casey Carter. Meanwhile, Michael Kaluka in that 15 car just almost lifting the right front tire off the ground coming down the front straightaway. That means he has got a soft bar in that left rear. Kaluka is running off. It's Kaluka, Carter, Ramey, Edwards, McCrary, and Munden in that order. About a straightaway lead now, the 15 car of Michael Kaluka over the 33C of Casey Carter. So it's Kaluka, Carter, Ramey, Edwards, McCrary, and Munden. White flag coming out for the 15 of Michael Kaluka. All right, it's the final time down the back straightaway through turn 4. Looking at that checkered flag, it's the 15 of Michael Kaluka. Second's going to go to the 33C of Casey Carter. Third to the 7M of Kevin Ramey. And fourth to the 45 of Martin Edwards.
Now you can kind of hear him revving up just a little bit. Looking good. Green flag. Oh, problems for the 02 bicycling over in turn number 1. He's still got all 4 down on the ground. As the 41M of Steve McMacken opens up a big advantage over the 24 of Joseph Casper. The 17K of Blake Mallory runs in third. And then in fourth spot, third spot goes to the 15T of Marcus Thomas, putting pressure on the 24 for that second spot coming off turn number 4. Fourth, the 17K of Blake Mallory, and rounding up top 5, the V8 of Robert Vetter, the 02 taking it back to the pits. McMacken, just like we saw in heat race number 1, he's checking out on this one. Joseph Casper continues to run in second. Marcus Thomas in the number 15T runs in third. Fourth, Blake Mallory in that 17 and the V8 of Robert Vetter rounding out the top 5. This is the way they kind of started. This is the way they've run the whole race with 2 laps to go for the 41M of McMacken. White flag in the air, white flag in the air. One more time around for the 41M of Steve McMacken. Marcus Thomas right there in that 15 car. Coming off turn number 4 down the front straightaway, checkered flag in the air for the 41M of Steve McMacken on the outside, making a move for second spot. Marcus Thomas. Woo! Strong move on the outside. Third, going to the 24 of Joseph Casper, and fourth, going to the 17K of Blake Mallory. That's the way they finish heat race number 2.
All right, lined up side by side. Green flag's out. It's waving. It's time to go. Mark Cliffs in that 9 car. Russell Shoulders. You got Kobe Stubblefield, the kid, underneath the old man. The old man drives in deeper. All right, as it stands right now, it's Cliffs, Shoulders, Stubblefield, Graham, Gorham, and Burke. .50 on sale in the reserve section real quick. Out of turn 4. Out front. It's the 09 of Mark Kliss with about a quarter straightaway lead. Russell Shoulders hanging on to that second position. All right, we're watching them. They're coming around. It's still Kliss, Shoulders, Stubblefield, Graham and Gorham, and Burke bringing up the rear. Two to go. Down the back straightaway, you'll be looking at the white flag. This time is the 09 of Mark Kliss. Then it's Shoulders, Stubblefield, Graham, and Gorham, with Burke bringing up the rear. Out of turn 4, looking at that checkered flag, it's going to be the 09 of Mark Kliss. Then it's the 21S of Russell Shoulders. Then it's the 2S of Kobe Stubblefield. Then it's the 5 of Chip Graham. Once they get to that, just before they get to that big old tire, they'll probably hit the throttle, because that's about the time that light goes on and that flag goes away. Oh, and that's not a start. That will be a no start. I think Josh Graham got just a little jump there, and he didn't let it go. Yellow's coming on now. Oh. Let's see what we get, Pete. We got all excited, and then we just kind of didn't get to go. There we go. That's it. Flags waving. Green lights on. Oh, it's a race for second place between the 11 of Eric Luttrell and the 15 of Josh Graham. Josh Graham holding his own. Luttrell on the bottom side. Oh, and the 15 of Josh Graham and the 4 of Wally Beatty. 15 looks like he's just going to stop. I don't know what's going on. If he needs to get off the racetrack, well, yellow's out. I guess that thing wouldn't roll any direction but straight. Looks like Josh Graham in the 15 car going to get it going again. He'll have to start on the back. And it's green. Eric Luttrell and Tommy Davis Jr. battling for that second position. Tommy Davis drives hard into that third turn, and he's now got second, and it looks like he's going to pass Ashcraft on the outside. Ashcraft's got another thought here. He says, no, wait a minute, I'm going to drive on down here first. And Tommy Davis Jr. has got that car stuck to the racetrack. New leader, 25C of Tommy Davis Jr. You got Tommy Davis Jr., then the 56 of Ashcraft, the 11 of Eric Luttrell, the 4R of Kevin Rowland, the 7C of Chad Williams, the 44 BJ of Brent Jones, the 4 of Wally Beatty, the 87M of Robert McCutcheon, the 19 of Jeff McGivney, then the 99D of Darrell Franklin, Josh Graham, Jack's Redline, Kenneth Reed, Kane Buckmeyer. Oh, well, dadgum, yellow coming out. Like Blake Haslip got into the rear of the 69X of Buckmeyer. Spun around a little bit there. Davis Jr. setting the pace in that 25C. Robert Clark owned the car. They have got that car on a rail this year. Green's out. And it's a race for second place. Kevin Rowland coming up underneath in that 4R, trying to get underneath the 56 of Ashcraft. Ashcraft drives hard. Rowland's trying to hold it underneath him. It's Davis, Ashcraft, Rowland, Luttrell, Williams, Jones, McCutcheon, Franklin, Graham, McGivney, Redline, Reed, Buckmeyer, and Rivers in that order. Out front, Tommy Davis Jr., second place being held by the 56 of Ashcraft. Rowland's trying hard to stay ahead of the 11 of Luttrell, but Rowland's having a little bit of problem with that. Luttrell moving up on the inside of the 4R. Rowland pulling off. He says to heck with it. Rowland, hopefully he can wait till the back and pull off the racetrack. Come on, pull on down. Yeah. And the 4R has moved in off of the racetrack. Way out front, the 25C of Tommy Davis Jr., then it's the 56 of Ashcraft, the 11 of Luttrell, the 7C of Chad Williams, the 44 BJ of Brent Jones. The 87 of Robert McCutcheon would be your top six. Darrell Franklin in that 99D trying to make a move underneath the 87M of McCutcheon for that sixth place. Track is still very heavy. Tommy Davis Jr. about to come up on the first lap car. Got 2 laps to go. Looks like Kenneth Reed pulling off the Speedway. He's going to get out of the way. He knows they're coming. White flag coming out for the 25C of Tommy Davis Jr. All right, your leader into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, the 25C of Tommy Davis Jr. That's number, I don't know what for him, but it's a bunch. 56 of Ashcraft in second, the 11 of Luttrell in third, the 44 BJ of Brent Jones in fourth, and the 87M of Robert McCutcheon bringing up the rear, or bringing up the fifth. In fifth place again, it's all unofficial till they make the pay window. All unofficial till they make the pay window. I'm going to turn it over this factory stock A to the fast Greek, Pete Hronis.
Green flag. Little beating and banging going on back straightaway. The 184 of Stephen Neighbors and the 7C of Scott Carlisle getting to it. We got one sideways. Looks like we got some debris at the top of turn 3. Looks like a wheel plug. As Jeff Jones out in front. Problems for Kevin Ramey in the 1K. He comes to a stop over here in between turn 1 and 2. Caution on the Speedway. So Kevin getting out of the 1K. He's upset with somebody. The 123. Lights out. Jeff Jones on the point. Dylan Ramey in second. Stephen Neighbors in the 84 third. Scott Carlisle fourth. Tommy Davis Jr. fifth in that number 87. Here we go. Green flag. One lap down, 11 to go. Jeff Jones with the advantage, but on the outside, Stephen Neighbors in that number 84, 184. Tom Lorenz's car runs in second. But here comes Tommy Davis Jr. trying to double up. In the number 87, he keeps it on the bottom side of the racetrack. Opens the door for Dylan Ramey. 3 wide coming off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the inside of the race. Oh, the 87 getting in the side of the 84. So they're racing hard. Nobody hurt. As again, Tommy Davis Jr. powers down on the inside of the racetrack, trying to pick up the second spot. Stephen Neighbors. Oh, they get together. Holy cow. Over the tractor tire. Caution on the Speedway.
Of course, it looked like the 184 was more interested in keeping the 87 from passing him than he was in beating him.
Green flag out. Kevin Haslip running in that second spot. That number 74, he won here last week. He was lifting that left front up. That was a recipe for a win. Is doing it again here tonight. Trying to pick up 2 in a row as Jeff Jones in that 6M continues to lead here in the early going in the Baxter Motorsports Factory Stock feature tonight here at Devil's Bowl. Jeff Jones in the 6M out in front. Kevin Haslip in the 74 running in second. He started on the 5th row outside up to second. Dylan Ramey in that 2M runs in third. Don Jensen, or B.A. Jensen, excuse me, in the 123 runs in fourth. And Scott Carlisle in the 7C rounds out the top 5. Joseph Miramontes in the 006. And Mark Ross in that number 8 runs in the 7th spot. Tommy McKinley from the back of the field now up to 8th, your point leader in that 71M after visiting his pit stall in the early going. Halfway through the feature event tonight here at Devil's Bowl. 6 laps in. Haslip right there. And I talked to him about lifting up that left front. He said he doesn't like to do it, but it just happens. Last week it was about 3 feet in there. Jeff Jones pins it to the bottom side of the racetrack. That's what he did in the heat race earlier. Says, hey, you know what? You got that whole outside groove. You want to get around me. Looking for his first feature win of the year in that 6M. Haslip right there now, right on the back bumper of the 6M. Oh, problems for the 22 in the wall. Jerry Coward in the number 22. In the wall right here on the front straightaway. Lights out. Here we go. Green flag. Jeff Jones in the 6M get a little push from the 74. Haslip right there on his back bumper coming off turn number 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. 3-car race for the lead. B.A. Jensen in the 123 right there in 3rd spot. Pulls alongside Haslip for 2nd. Nothing doing. Falls back to 3rd as Jeff Jones continues to run a smooth line around the Devil's Bowl Speedway. Keeps it pinned down on the bottom side of the racetrack. White flag in the air. White flag in the air. One more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for your factory stock feature event. Dylan Ramey off the track. Working through 3. Now coming off turn number 4, Jeff Jones will pick up his first checkered flag of the season here tonight at Devil's Bowl Speedway in the 6M. Kevin Haslip comes home in 2nd. 3rd, the 123 of B.A. Jensen. In 4th, the 00 of Joseph Miramontes. Rounding out the top 5, the 7C of Scott Carlisle. That's the way they finish up in your feature event for the Baxter Motorsports Factory Stocks tonight here at Devil's Bowl.
Green light's on. It's time to go racing. And out front, it's Clyde Dunn Jr. in the 88 XXX. Then you got the 82 of Max Eddy, the 12 of Phil Pott, the 52 of Joseph Casper, the 25D of Donnie Ship, the 1 of Mark Johansson, the 72X of Chris Tarrant. Looks like the 477 of Tracy Adams pulling off the speedway. As they run right now, it's Dunn, Thomas, Philpott, Casper, Ship, Johansson, Cave, Teskey, Tarrant, and Brooks. Boy, these cars are moving around this racetrack. 15 of Kyle Cave getting against the 1 of Mark Johansson a little bit there going into turn 1. No harm. Well, we're starting to dig out a little trench coming out of turn 4 there. That moisture is coming up. 6 laps down. Halfway through this 15 lap A main. And the White Horse, Tuning and Dotto, USRA modified. Oh, Ship up against the wall a little bit down the front straightaway. He's battling with the 15 of Kyle Cave. It's a race for 5th place. Kyle Cave in the 15 underneath the 25D of Donnie Ship. right, it stands right now. It's done. Thomas, Philpott, Casper, Cave, Ship, Johansson, Teskey, and Brooks. Oh. That's not good. Looks like the 52 of Joseph Casper, something broke. Out front, it's the 88 XXX of Max Eddy. Of Clyde Dunn Jr. Max Eddy is battling Philpott. Two laps to go. White flag coming out for Clyde Dunn Jr. Checkered flag out. Your winner, the 88 XXX of Clyde Dunn Jr. Second going to the 82 of Max Eddy. Third to the 12 of Philpott. And fourth to the 15 of Kyle Cave. And I thought we was going to get a good finish out of that 52, but I believe it sure looked like the motor let go on that, which I can guarantee you we don't have a backup for that one.
Side by side, green flag out. Little beating and banging going on down here in turn number 1, 2, 3 wide. Woo! Watch out, a little bicycling going on towards the back of the field. McMackin out in front. With Michael Kaluka running in second. Mark Kliss in the 09 runs in third. Joseph Casper in the 24 runs in fourth. Russell Shoulders, 21S, runs in fifth. Problems for Kevin Ramey. He goes up the racetrack, loses a couple of spots. Your point leader, the 2S of Colby Stubblefield, running about 8th here in the early going in the feature event for the sprint cars. McMackin out in front. Michael Kaluka running in second. Mark Kliss continues to hang on to third. Joseph Casper fourth. Russell Shoulders fifth. Martin Edwards sixth. Chip Graham in the 5, 7th. Colby Stubblefield in the 2S running in 8th. And the V8 of Robert Vetter running in 9th. Your leader, McMackin, goes into turn number 1. Michael Kaluka right there. Can't shake him as they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kaluka now right on the back bumper of the 41 as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Lap traffic now going to play a part in this one. The 42 directly in front of the leader, McMackin. He goes to the top side of the race. Oh! Kaluka with a move takes over the lead down the back straightaway. Thought he was going over. Whoa, watch out over here in turn 2. Caution on the speedway, caution on the speedway. Here we go, green flag. Oh, Joseph Casper gets high. Martin Edwards goes by. So does Marcus Thomas as McMacken now out in front. About a 7-car length advantage over Michael Kaluka running in second. Mark Kliss Jr. running in third. Martin Edwards fourth. And Marcus Thomas running out the top 5. Problems over here for, I believe, Russell's shoulders off the track over here in 4. He brings it down the front straightaway. Slow, he'll pull it into the infield. Or no, he won't. Here come the leaders. Kaluka with a problem. Martin Edwards down to the bottom side of the racetrack trying to pick up third. Another one off the top of turn number 1. Martin Edwards side by side for that third spot with Mark Kliss. Kliss goes back to the third spot. Martin Edwards getting some bite off the bottom side of the racetrack. That's where the race is as McMacken continues to lead. Kaluka runs in second, Edwards third, Kliss fourth, Thomas fifth, Casper sixth. Oh, problems for McMacken. Gets a little sideways over here in turn number 2. That allows Michael Kaluka to close in. Martin Edwards right there as well. 3 cars going for the lead. Coming off turn number 4. McMacken, let's see if he can get through 2 this time. Oh! Kaluka goes in hard. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. Kaluka just went in and just nailed the 41M. Wow. Remember, you can't pass till you get past the orange cone. Green flag. Edwards leads him down the back straightaway. Mark Kliss right there in second. Joseph Casper runs in third. Problems over here. The top of 4. Kliss to the outside. Edwards trying to protect the bottom side of the racetrack. Continues to lead. Now with about a 2-car length advantage coming down the front straightaway. Edwards out in front. About 7 car lengths over Mark Kliss Jr. Joseph Casper goes high. Goes to 4th. Whoa! 5th. Problems. He can't. There's something up on the 24 car. His hood is in his face, basically, on the 24. White flag out for the 45 of Martin Edwards. Weston Gorham challenging for that second spot as they go into turn number 1. Kliss to the top side. Gorham now into second spot. Checker flag, your winner, Martin Edwards in the 45. Second spot going to Weston Gorham in the 71W. Third, Mark Kliss in the 09. And fourth, the 7M of Kevin Ramey. And rounding out the top 5, the 2S of Colby Stubblefield. Here he is, Devil's Bowl Speedway, coming off turn number 4. Your feature winner tonight in the sprint car division here at Devil's Bowl Speedway, the 45 of Martin Edwards. We're with our feature winner tonight in the Baxter Motorsports Factory Stocks here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. In the 6M, Jeff Jones brings it home in the top spot. He had a little bit of work to do, but seemed like you kept it pinned down on the bottom side of the racetrack and gave them everything on the outside.
Yeah, I just knew protect the bottom where I was at, and I knew the 74 car. He showed me the nose once, and I seen Junior get up there beside me once, and I said, well, just make them earn it out there on the top and just keep it pinned to the bottom and hit my marks every time. Those cautions were killing me. It was getting a little nerve-wracking there for a little while, but hey, we were able to hold on, so worked out for us.
Now, I think on some of those restarts there was a little bit of back bumper action. Could you feel them back there?
Oh, yeah, they gave me a shot in the shorts a couple times, and then I brake checked them going into one down here to kind of bottleneck them where I can, get off two better. So I just tried to play the game they were playing. I'd feel them push, so I'd just try to check them up and get going.
Well, I think this is your first feature win of the year here, right?
Second.
Oh, second? So it was earlier back when?
Back in April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how does it feel, two feature wins here this year at Devil's Bowl?
It feels really good. Maybe we'll get one more and then see what we got under the hood.
And who are the sponsors who brought you to Victory Lane tonight?
I couldn't do any of this without McKinley Farms. Tommy and Shelly do everything. This car's theirs. They provide me with a great race car week in, week out. Honeycutt Sand and Gravel. He's a huge supporter of our program. Canada's Racing Engines, Anderson Roofing, Z&Z Motorsports. I know I'm missing one or two somewhere. RH Cattle Company, which is Robert Honeycutt. Yeah, without all those guys, we couldn't make it here week in, week out.
That's Jeff Jones, your feature winner tonight in the Baxter Motorsports Factory Stocks here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're with our Neighbors Roofing Limited Modified feature winner tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. The 25C, Tommy Davis Jr. bringing it home in the top spot. And what can you say? 9 feature wins on the year here. I don't know how many in a row that is at all the other racetracks you run at, but you run the small bull rings, then you come out here on the big half mile. You're just having a great season.
Man, you couldn't ask for a better season. Yeah, we went to Monarch last night over there in Wichita Falls, and I didn't know how that was going to go. That was a long ride, but it was sure worth it. We got us a win out there.
Yeah, last night, and then, of course, last Saturday night you won here at Devil's Bowl.
Yeah, and I didn't start on the front tonight, and I got a win, by the way.
I know. You started second row outside.
Yeah, I had a pretty good night tonight.
Well, tell us a little about, once you got to the lead, you kind of walked off with it.
And I really didn't know. When it's tacky like that, you got to get on that wheel. You can't, out here because you don't know where they're at. But we got lucky because we had a caution, and it put me on the outside in third. And I was like, well, this might be good, So you just we've been blessed. It's been a good year.
Well, tell us a little about, let's change gears a little bit here. You also did double duty. You ran in the factory stocks tonight.
Man, that factory stock's not running right, and I didn't know that I was going to get up that good, and I almost got to second, but I was trying to go under a car there, and he got me, and good friend I got there. But I think if we wouldn't have got that, we would have gave Jeff a fit over there. But Jeff did good. He hung in there and got him a victory. I'm proud of him.
Well, who are the sponsors who brought you to Victory Lane tonight in the limited modified?
Got the Bullet Racing Engines, Anderson Roofing, Honeycutt Sand and Gravel, Tommy's Towing. You got to mention Robert Clark because you can't do it without Robert Clark. And Shar. Come here, Shar. Give me a hug. This one right here. There you go. If it wasn't for them.
My favorite driver.
Yep. It's been a good season, man.
Well, congratulations on your win out here tonight.
Thank you, Pete.
That's Tommy Davis Jr., your Neighbors Roofing Limited Modified feature winner tonight here at Devil's Bowl. We're with our White Horse Tuning and Dyno feature winner tonight in the USRA Modifieds. Familiar name to Victory Lane right here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. The 88 XXX of Clyde Dunn Jr. brings it home in the top spot again. Man, it's got to feel pretty good. Yeah, I think you started where? Outside front row, and there was a lot of bite up there, and then you just kind of checked out on him again.
Yeah, I get to do the fun part, drive this fast car. I got a lot of help behind me and a lot of guys that make this thing happen. And I get to do the fun part and come in here and drawing and with the rain today, and knew it was going to be fast tonight. And we said it's going to be, starting position a lot because you got some fast cars here. So we ended up drawing good and drawed the front row of the heat race and then redrawed the 2, and that put us on the front. And it was just after that, it just don't blow the motor up.
Well, I want to say, last year you won the championship here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. You're kind of clawing your way back in there just a few points at a time.
Yeah, we definitely are looking at it. Earlier in the year, we made a promise to go race Toms and stuff, which we did. We missed a night or two, and that hurt us. And then we didn't plan on being this close at the end of the season, but since we're that close, we're just going to have fun with it, and whatever happens, happens. And all we can do is keep doing what we're doing and just hope we keep gouging at it. But, Max, he's so consistent and good. He ain't going to break. He don't ever break. He's got good equipment, and he's a really good driver. So we know we're not going to win it. We don't think we're going to win it. We don't. If it happens, it happens. But we're there if something happens.
And who are the sponsors who brought you to Victory Lane again here tonight?
My dad, he puts a lot into this deal. He's believed in me my whole life, and I try to get him in the pictures and stuff, but he don't like that part. He enjoys everything else, and he's why I'm at today is, for him. And I got Bill Dennis. He's the crew chief. He's awesome, and he gives me 110%. I got Smiley's, Mars Race Cars, CMD Race Shocks, Honeycut, Sand and Gravel, and there's a lot of other ones on this car I can't even name.
One more quick question. Is this a new wrap?
Yeah, same car, just new wrap.
We were debating it upstairs whether it was a new wrap or not, and I was thinking, yes, it is a new wrap.
Absolutely. We had the orange on there, and it started doing some weird stuff, changing colors, and so we went with the green. And some of them said green's bad luck in racing, but I've never had bad luck with it, so I said let's roll with it.
Well, congratulations on your win here tonight.
Thank you.
That's Clyde Dunn Jr., winner in the White Horse Tuning and Dyno USRA Modifieds here tonight at Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're with our feature winner in the IMCA Race Saver Sprint Cars tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway, driving the number 45. Martin Edwards brings it home in the top spot. I thought we were going to have a three-way race for the lead, but the top two, the 41 and the 15, got into it, and you kind of inherited the lead.
Yeah, I don't know if McMacken just got loose or what, but 15 went in there and got collected, and whatever happened with McMacken, and I guess paying attention, watching a little farther than your nose wing paid off for me, so was able to squeak by that deal. And then the 09 challenged us that second lap off the restart and kind of showed me I needed to probably change my line in 1 and 2, and so did that and was lucky enough to bring it home. Yeah,
you changed your line and then you pulled away by about, 10, 15 car lengths?
I don't know, no rearview mirrors. But I told Wes and Gorm, I'm glad it was 20 laps, because if it had been much longer, he may have caught up to us coming from 15th to 2nd on the racetrack it is tonight. We got to get it widened out a little bit more, but for him to do that, that's pretty impressive.
Well, here tonight at Devil's Bowl Speedway, or last week at Devil's Bowl Speedway, you finished in second. Tonight you win it. You kind of had a little bit of a rough year, and it seems like things have turned around.
Yeah, definitely a rough year, and I can't thank the guys enough. They've never given up, and week in, week out in the shop and putting in the hours, and then coming out here on the weekends and sweating. And again, this thing is good as we can get it. I mean, we still got a little bit to go to get a little better, but we're pretty close.
And who are the sponsors who help you out week in and week out?
There's a bunch of them. Devil's Bowl Speedway, Allard Racing Engines, Townies Ford Collision Center, Smiley's, CP Pistons, Graham's Wrecker Service, J&J Auto Racing, CSI by Marcus. There's a whole bunch of them on here I'm forgetting, but it's definitely a team effort, and I'm just a lucky one that gets to sit in the seat and have the fun.
That's Martin Edwards, your feature winner tonight in the IMCA Race Saver Sprint Cars tonight at Devil's Bowl Speedway. That does it for another great night of racing action here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Your IMCA Race Saver Sprint Cars, Martin Edwards brings it home in the top spot. In the White Horse Tuning and Dyno USRA Modifieds, it was the 88 XXX of Clyde Dunn Jr. winning another feature event here. In the Neighbors Roofing Limited Modifieds, the 25C, he's been doing it all year. That's his 9th win of the year. He brings it home in the top spot. And then the 6M of Jeff Jones brings it home in the Baxter Motorsports Factory Stocks tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway for his 2nd win of the season. We'll see you next week here at Devil's Bowl Speedway for the Johnny Suggs Classic Elite Non-Wing Sprint Car Race.